Boom! Hey everyone, it's Mr. Flying Pig HD here with another Q&A Sunday video for you. As always, thanks for sending in questions. Do chuck a like on this video. Let's stop fannying around and get this bad boy underway. Rod Tidwell's Quan asks, will you be celebrating like a pig when Louis van Gaal gets the boot? I'll tell you what, I will be celebrating like a pig in shit when Louis van Gaal gets the boot, because he's deserved the boot for a very long time. Surely it's got to come at the end of the season. If we remain with Louis van Gaal in charge at the start of the 2016-17 season, then some shit's going to go down, I tell you. Because that cannot happen. The man needs to go. He deserves to go. I'll be celebrating my tits off when he does. Thanks for the question. Ho Wei Jian asks, who's worse, Louis van Gaal or Sir David Moyes? It's a tough question because they're both complete morons. But if I had to choose one, it's got to be that Dutch toad of Toad Hall, Louis van Gaal. Because he spent a ridiculous amount of money, he's had way more time than David Moyes. In comparison, David Moyes was sacked way too early. If you're going to give all this time and money to Van Gaal with these results, the guy's been gash. Barry Mepham asks, describe LVG without calling him a Dutch toad. Prick! David Beckley asks, do you reckon Rooney will be starting at the Euros, or even should he start ahead of Kane and Vardy? In my opinion, Wayne Rooney deserves a lot more respect and commands a lot more respect. He literally has the most goals anybody's ever scored in existence for the England national side. Come on, that deserves respect. Plus, he's still in a point in his career where he's very, very good indeed. I think people forget that before the injury this season, he was basically the best player from the turn of the year in 2016, right up until he got injured. His goal scoring rate was fantastic. He was playing ridiculously well in a relatively struggling United side. So I think he deserves a bit more respect. I'd definitely take him. Of course I'd play Vardy and Kane, but I just think I'd have Rooney a bit deeper, maybe in a number 10 role. I don't know, but the captain of the England national side has got to go to the Euros really. What do you guys think about it below? Get comments in. It's a good question. Thanks for your question. Serious question now from PCG987MD. He says, ask the pig, Mourinho, Giggs or Van Gaal? Well, piss off Van Gaal for a start. Absolute waste of time, waste of money, waste of existence. Jog on LVG. Giggsy, I love Giggsy. I think one day could be a successful Manchester United manager. Right now, coming in, huge transitional period needed, huge rebuild job needed. I don't really think that Ryan Giggs is the right man for the job. He doesn't have that experience in there. Okay, he's learned from the best and seen how the best do it over the years. Whether it be Sir Alex Ferguson manage him or whatnot, but he needs to go out there, cut his teeth somewhere, maybe in the Championship, maybe a lower league Premier League side, maybe Celtic, something like that. Go and get some managerial stripes and then perhaps manage Manchester United in the future. To me, it has to be Jose Mourinho. I know he's not a popular choice, he's a bit of an arrogant prick, isn't he? But come on, look at that record over the years. You can't deny it. He wins trophies. He would be a success at Manchester United, I'm sure of it. But, well, you can never be sure of anything in this game, but the man I would choose out of the three of them would be Jose Mourinho. What do you guys think about that? Alias Labouze asks, who has been your standout player this season for United? It's basically the same man it has been for the last couple of seasons, really. It has to be David De Gea. It's been unbelievably ridiculous for Manchester United this season. But as an outfield player choice, I'd probably have to say Anthony Martial, because he's come in there, he had a lot of pressure on him with that price tag. He's performed, he's been Manchester United shining light this season, no doubt. And he looks like a player at his age as well, who's got a ridiculous future ahead of him, potentially one of the best players in the world. Another lad for me, I know it's maybe not quite up there with De Gea and Martial in terms of contribution, but Marcus Rashford's come out of nowhere, he's come in there, and he's been absolutely rash-tastic. For Uha asks, would you sleep with Van Gaal for £10,000? Sort your freaking life out, for Uha. What sort of a freaking question is that? And what sort of a name is that, pal? Don't be coming here with that sort of stuff, man. But no, I absolutely wouldn't sleep with LVG for £10,000, £10 million, put a price now, I freaking wouldn't. Hang on, what's that? Oh, Louis, just fucking do that, I'll be over in a minute. MUC for Life asks, renew Carrick's contract? I mean, Michael Carrick's been a great servant to Manchester United, hasn't he? This season he's been a bit hit and miss, although maybe not utilised properly by Louis van Gaal. But at certain times, when we've got Carrick in the side, we do look a much more comfortable, much more mature, experienced side. He's a great player. We've also got Bashley and Schweinsteiger in there, so we've got a couple of players like that with that cool head, capable of kicking the ball around the centre of the park like a freaking metronome. He has been a bit hit and miss, though, recently for Manchester United. I say stick with Carrick for another season. Come on, he's deserved that. I think under a new manager, fresh approach, he is a talented player. He's going to come in there. He's going to bring that experience. Gotta love a bit of Mickey C. Eddie asks, can we just get over this Mourinho bullshit? He's not for us. Fire LVG now, put Giggs in. If not, then Mark Hughes. We've got some very strong opinions there, Eddie. I personally totally disagree with your pal. I don't think Mark Hughes has done enough to warrant a big job like Manchester United. Okay, he's done well at Stoke there. He's been improving over his managerial career, you could say. Was he actually won that mug? Nothing. And then, sorry Sparky, but it's true. And then if you look at Ryan Giggs, he just doesn't have that experience. There's a big job coming in there at the moment, turning Manchester United around, getting them to where they should be, that oiled machine engine of a club that it should be. But, you know, I don't think he's got the experience. He needs to go out there, cut his teeth. Jose Mourinho's the man, I'm sorry. In my opinion, it's only my freaking opinion. Your opinion, Smart Hughes or Giggsy, whatever. But my opinion is Jose Mourinho. He's got a proven track record. He can come in there, turn our fortunes around, win trophies, sign big players, attract big players. Come on, Jose. Thanks for the question. Anil Kumar or Anil Kumar your top 3 players in this current Manchester United side were based on form, potential, ability, all those sorts of things. Right now, I'd have to say David De Gea's 100% in there. He has just been a complete rock this season. He's got to be one of the best goalkeepers in the world. I hope we can keep hold of him. If we don't get top 4, we'll have a strong task on our hand keeping hold of him, because he deserves to be playing at the very, very top level, being one of the best goalkeepers in the world. Number 2 on the list, Anthony Martial. He's been a breath of fresh air for us this season. Came over with a huge price tag, lived up to expectation, and just looks like he's progressing and flourishing into one of the best players in the world. So Anthony Martial, he'd be number 2. Number 3 is pretty hard for me to decide. I think Chris Smalling's had a very good season overall, though he had a bit of a wobble here and there. I think he's got a lot more potential, a lot more to come from him. Will he ever reach the heights of, say, a Rio Ferdinand for club and country? I'm not so sure, but hopefully he can do. I think he's been very good for us this season. And just as a 4th spot, why not Marcus Rashford? Thanks for the question. Ryan Lewis, MUFC, asks, who should Jose's first signing be? Nice one, Ryan. Finally someone who's on the same page. It should be a given that Jose gets the freaking job in the summer. But I think his first signing should be Zlatan Ibrahimovic, a player who could lead the team like an Eric Cantona, a bit of arrogance, something that Manchester United needs, in my opinion. We've always had a couple of tosser players who, other teams hate, and who just have that sheer arrogance and ability to lead and command respect from both opposition and teammates. So I think we should definitely go for Zlatan Ibrahimovic. His goal scoring record is absolutely unbelievable throughout his entire career and up to right now. If you look at what he's doing for PSG, he's just a complete goal-scoring machine, an unbelievable talent. Get Zlatan Ibrahimovic in there. People may disagree, say, well, what about players like Marcus Rashford? What does that mean for them if you get an old established players in there who only got a season or 2? Give youth an opportunity. Well, we need a good mix right now. And I think if Jose came in and had a top-quality player like that who could lead that line and more importantly, provide goals, and you've still got the youth players around them like Martial, like Rashford, contributing also, then we could be a very powerful side at challenging for the title, which is what we freaking should be. So that's what I'd do. I'd get Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Let me know what you guys think about it below. Cheers. Mitch Madcunt asks, is it big? Oh yeah, I bet you'd like to know that, wouldn't you? Well, I can tell you it's very freaking big, about 20 inches actually. Yeah. So that about wraps it up for this episode of Q&A Sunday on Monday. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do chuck a like on this video and subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with future videos. You can tweet me using the hashtag AskThePig to ask me questions for upcoming YouTube Q&As, or you can just comment below in the comment section using the hashtag AskThePig. And hopefully I'll use that in an upcoming video. But you've been fantastic for watching this. As always, this is The Pig. Take it easy. Have a good one. Come on, United.